Hey Darren, nice job here. I like that you're really creating some, animation in this. I really like the caricature. I think it's looking really cool. I would probably still rotate that steak piece a little bit, but this is the part of the. No, I guess that's not the right one. Oh, that's your clipping mask. Okay, so erg, don't apply. I'd still really tinker with it. So I'd take the steak probably and, continue to rotate it and just see what makes it, you know, how it looks. And, you can also continue to move it. And, you just want to get as cool of a piece as you can. I don't know, maybe it needs to be a little bit bigger. Anyway, so just some ideas. In terms of the background, I really like the idea, but it's really taking away from the caricature. It's kind of hard to see some of the places. It needs to be a little bit more negative space, or it needs to be lighter or darker. This part is fine because it's a nice bit of negative space. I'm also going to turn the text off because it's hard to read, so I have some suggestions about that too. So what I would suggest is looking at the background and seeing, if some kind of levels or curves or one of these adjustments would make it darker or lighter to make it stand out more. So that's too light. Dark kind of works. I mean, you could even just select part of it and put, do some adjustments with it as well. Another thing I would suggest is you do have some nice negative space up here. I'm going to put, you already have your stuff in there. Let's see. I would suggest making him a little bit bigger and moving it over. So I would do something like this. And I would just make it a little bit bigger because this is the main event here. You've got some little mask fragments here too. You should fix so it doesn't, you don't lose those points. But it's not just about points. It's about creating a good portfolio piece. But see right here now, this is really what the interest is. This is the main thing, is this caricature. It's not the background. So that's why I'm trying to make it a little bit larger so it just stands out more. I mean, that's looking okay too. And then you can just make your shadow, bigger. But the background needs to really be dealt with. Where's that egg? I think the egg is awesome. We just put the egg. It's nice to have something coming off the picture plane. But again, if this background was darker, I'm going to even try something else, it would really make everything else come out because, even the egg is hard to notice because of the, I mean, see, even something like, see your mask problems, just be sure to clean those up. But even something dark, now that works better because, we see everything a lot clearer. There's enough of an indication that it's a room. I mean, let's see what else you can do. You can make it less contrast, more contrast. You can make it even darker. So anyway, or you could find a background that had, a little bit more negative space. And then what I would do is, with the text, where is it again? I would not use this kind of a, that warp thing. It's just really hard to read. I would get rid of that, and I would put each word on a different layer so you can move them around. Then you can really move the text around in the negative space. So let's see though. I mean, if this was moved over a little bit, then you could put the text up in this corner. I would also suggest going to, where's my, I can't, oh, there it is. Going to DaFont, and I would just look for a font that was interesting that you could rely on for, that would complement. There's tons of them. Groovy. I mean, there's just tons of fonts. I mean, this one has 21 pages, and something that's you know, somewhat decorative but not overdone where you can't read it is kind of the idea. You know, there's just tons of this stuff. Decorative, you know, there's just, you know, how many, 81 pages of this stuff. You know, one can spend a lot of time, but it's really going to personalize it, and it also shows for your portfolio that you've made, you know, a really cool effort to make it the best it can be, kind of thing. I don't think those would work, but let's see, the old school ones are really cool too. So yeah, and again, there's tons of pages of these too. Oh, there's only 6. Wow, that's not really too much. You know, so and when you if you find something you like, then you can let's see, these retro ones are actually really cool for, you know, if you find something you like, you could, you know, click it and then you're going to see all of the, you know, letters, so it really helps you kind of see the whole font. Okay, so that's what my suggestions. Then I would work it into, I mean, you could even put him down a little bit more. And then you've got all the space up through here for the typography. You know, and you could put like a box behind it if it's hard to see. So that's another option you can do. So anyway, so I just wanted to give you some feedback. Your caricature looks great. Just need to have it stand out more. Need to have the text more legible. And you know, a little bit of warp is okay, but too much of it just, you know, it ends up looking kind of cliche. You want to keep it pretty professional. Okay.